Hi, today I'd like to show you some progress on our custom animation auto tagging, anim notifies, material mapping, and some cool debug. Our approach to auto tagging footsteps and animations is to apply the tags in a way that minimizes the need to manually adjust the timing of the notifies, especially after repeated changes by the animator. Here we have a simple jogging animation. We'll add our animation modifier blueprint to the animation. We'll apply the modifier, and the animation is tagged with footsteps. The anim modifier automatically creates left and right footstep tracks, creates footstep notifies, assigns AK events, and assigns the socket. The system also works with Unreal Audio, but we'll be using Wwise events in this demo. So we'll go ahead and scrub through this animation to check the timing. And things are looking pretty good. We can also select a whole group of animations to tag by right-clicking and choosing the animation modifier to apply. Now we can quickly confirm our tags and see if different detection types should be used, or if they need to be tuned further. And this one looks pretty good. And this one's looking pretty good. And this one's looking pretty good. Our animation modifier blueprint uses distance, velocity, and height to detect and place the notifies. There's also a small number of parameters to help tune each detection type further. Again, the idea is to provide tunings so that we don't have to adjust the timing as much in the future when the animation inevitably changes. We need to balance the amount of time tuning the system versus the amount of time manually adjusting the notifies. Let's take a closer look at a few more gate types. We tried to test and tune the system with more challenging gate types. Let's take a look at running uphill, running backward downhill, running forward downhill, here we can see an extra notify placed. Let's go ahead and ignore the first frame being frame 0, which at times should be avoided. So that looks pretty good now. Let's take a look at some pivot gates. We'll apply the animation modifier blueprint. It looks pretty good, but it looks like the first notify could be moved over a couple of frames. So we can try and tune the system a little so when the animation changes, the tuning can be applied to reduce manual tuning by the sound designer. Let's go ahead and create the curves for the socket so we can take a look at the numbers closer. We'll take a look at the distance curve for the right foot. The distance detection type places a notify when the numbers cross the 0 crossing in the negative direction. So we'll take a look at where we'd expect the notify to be. And it looks like around maybe -12 or so. We'll take a look at the other tags. And this looks pretty good. And the last tag might be off a little now. So let's go ahead and offset the value to -6. And things look pretty good now. So let's take a look at another animation. So this looks pretty good, but this step could be sooner. Let's go ahead and create the curves for the sockets again so we can take a look at the numbers closer. We'll take a look at the distance curve for the right foot. And again, the distance detection type places a notify when the numbers cross the zero crossing in the negative direction. So we'll take a look where we'd expect this notify to be, and it looks around maybe 3 or 5 or so. We'll set the detection offset, let's just say to 5. And things look pretty good now. This way we don't have to worry about redoing things as much when the animation changes. Let's talk about the anim notifies and material mapping. The notifies we're using here are custom. They are independent of character or animation blueprints. You may have noticed that the notifies placed here don't have settings for material switching. That's because the switching is automatically handled and set in the notify at the component level. Because of this, you will always hear the tags in the animation editor. The mappings themselves are handled in the project settings. That way, anyone can tag a notify or use our custom set material blueprint function, and the material is already mapped to the switches. We also have some debug options for our notifies. If we enable the debug, we can see that we have debug displayed at the location of the sound that shows the name of the event, the material type, the name of the animation, and the component it's playing from. This has been really handy for quickly displaying things, especially for the animation that the notify is playing from. That's it for now. More Foley detection on the way. For more info, contact us on our website, and we'll be happy to discuss the needs of your team. Thanks for watching.